How to choose a wedding cake for a formal wedding. Hello and welcome to Videojug. Few decisions are as much fun as choosing your wedding cake. After all, you get to sample one sweet slice after another, but sorting through hundreds of styles and flavors can be daunting. Not to worry though, we'll show you the steps involved. You will need to know your reception site, the number of guests invited, your wedding style and theme, the cake flavor and style, and of course, your wedding budget. Step 1. Where to wed. You want your cake to mirror your reception location and the style of your wedding. So it's best to start considering the cake only after you've chosen your reception site. You may want a very different cake for a traditional formal wedding than for an informal wedding at the beach. Step 2. Shapes and sizes. Say you've decided to have a formal wedding in an elegant hotel ballroom. Specialized bridal and wedding cake magazines have the best photos and examples. Take your time and browse for inspiration. Think about what style cake will best fit this setting. Wedding cakes come in numerous shapes, and each variety can either be stacked or tiered. The basic wedding cake shapes include the very popular round wedding cake, sometimes referred to as an antique cake, the square wedding cake, which is the easiest cake to cut by the way, the hexagonal wedding cake, whose shape is often so stunning it needs little adornment, the square offset cake or off-kilter cake, the sculpted cakes, like those in the shapes of flower petals or, in this case, hearts, and the table cakes, which take the place of traditional flower centerpieces at each reception table. Step 3. Time for tastings. Once you have an idea of what you want, now the really fun part begins: cake tasting. Choose recommended bakeries, then set up an interview and tasting with the pastry chef. Traditionally, wedding cakes come in two types, white or yellow. The difference here really isn't flavor, but color and composition, based on whether the batter contains egg whites, as in white cake, or egg yolks, yellow cake. Both cakes usually have a vanilla flavor, but you can request a variety of delectable flavors, such as liqueur-based cakes, citrus flavors, and even cappuccino. Sure, you know what you like, but which flavor will appeal to the most guests? Today, the three most popular cake and icing combinations are white cake and vanilla buttercream icing, chocolate devil's food cake and vanilla buttercream icing, and yellow butter cake and chocolate buttercream icing. At the tasting, ask the pastry chef questions like these. Can you supply references? Can I design my own cake? If I have budget concerns, can you adapt your cake designs? What ingredients do you typically use? Is cake delivery included in the cake estimate? Step 4. Close the deal. A day or two of tastings, and maybe some antacid later, you can settle on the pastry chef and your cake's flavor, decoration, and style. Now all you have left to do is iron out the details, sign the contract, and make a deposit. Done.